Benjamins, and I'ma get rich or die trying, cause I gotta get it. Ain't just trying to live.
Welcome to another episode of Bowls on the Table podcast, where it's time to eat with financial fundamentals. I'm your host, Chef Erol Pearl at DBCHEFTV across all social media platforms. Today's topic is one that's real close and dear to my heart, and I had to learn to do this over time. If you don't know, I spent 23 years in the military, and during the beginning part of that career, it was very difficult. Had a tough time managing money, coming from background where a lot of times, we're not taught, because if you grow up around people who don't know, then they can't teach you. So that's that in a nutshell. But what I got for y'all today is a method called in lieu of cash, okay? And this is where you use your credit in lieu of your cash. And in using credit in lieu of cash, it allows you to, one, build and maintain your credit. It also allows you to budget and keep everything intact. So you can have some money, you can have some credit, you can have cash if you need it. I see a lot of times nowadays, people living from check to check. That's what they say. It's a lot going on. They say people are dealing with, not having enough credit or having to use their credit because they don't have budgets or living beyond their means. So, so maybe this in lieu of cash strategy can help you. Now, here's the example. I get paid. Let's say you make, let's keep it simple, $1,000. Okay, you can multiply this time any number. All right, now the first thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make sure whatever my expenses are, all right, that they, one, don't exceed this $1,000. So if you were too expensive for yourself, then you either need to do one or two things. You need to make more money, okay? Or you need to have a budget. You need to have some more discipline. Cut back on some things, all right? Now, I make $1,000, okay? Let's say I got a cell phone bill, maybe a car insurance, something like that, maybe even a car note, all right? But the rest is cash that I can spend, okay? I can just spend the rest. That's one option. One option is just being able to spend the rest, all right? Now, there's other things you could do with that cash other than spending it. You could invest it, you could buy some stocks. Everybody has a Cash App account, so there's no reason that you can't own stocks. Everybody got Cash App, has a way to send people some money, so you got a way to put some money to work right there in the palm of your hand. Everybody has this, no one is exempt. Now, you could take that rest of that money and you could say, okay, well, after my $1,000, I had to spend, out of my $1,000, I had to spend $400, okay? So I spent $400 out of that, I have $600 left. So what I'm gonna do with this $600 is, I'm gonna save some. So let's say I put 200 of it into my savings, or into some sort of investment. I buy some McDonald's stock, I buy some Coca-Cola, I buy some Home Depot. And notice I'm not naming none of these big name stocks. I'm naming things that you see every single day, that you probably spend your money on daily. And my thing is if I spend my money on daily, then why don't I own it? If I can go over my buddy house or over my homegirl house, all right, or I can go to the pub, I can go to the bar, I can go to the theme park, and everybody's selling Coca-Cola, why don't I own it? If I can leave my house and go 10 places before I get to the next destination, and I see Coca-Cola every single where, that incentivizes me to own it. So you could do that with that $200, or you could just put it in a saving account and save. All right, so now you got 400 bucks left and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna go buy these these knickknacks, and maybe I need toiletries. Maybe I just need to get, deodorant and soap and toothpaste and a new toothbrush and things like that, okay? And even going back and forth to work, even if I need to get back and forth to work, if that's part of what that $400 is that you have, okay? Your lunch, your travel, if you gotta buy a bus pass, well, you have a vehicle. So if you need fuel, okay? Even if you are taking public transportation, all right? You use your credit card for that in lieu of that $400 cash, all right? And then what you're gonna do is when that bill is due, now you're gonna pay it in full and you're not gonna spend that cash. You're going to use your card, but then you're gonna have the discipline to not spend the cash. If you use the card and then you go and use the cash, then one, you are lacking discipline and you are putting yourself in a hole, because what you are doing is you are anticipating your next check and saying in your brain, oh, I'm gonna be okay because I get paid again, which in turn is living beyond your means and spending what you don't have. Because you don't have it until you earn it, okay? Until it's in your hand. So whatever logic somebody wants to use, well, I know I'm gonna get paid, blah, blah, blah. What if you don't? What if you don't? Then what you know? Now you know you owe and you ain't got it. So this is just a quick little talk about the in lieu of cash method. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed fiduciary, but I am somebody who got good credit. I am somebody who knows what to do with some money. I am somebody who, if you take a little bit of what I'm saying, research it first, and see how it applies to your personal finances, then it may be beneficial. So, in lieu of cash is where I don't spend the cash, I use the credit, and then I pay the credit off when the bill is due, thereby allowing me to maintain great credit score, access to credit, and every 3 to 6 months, you can call and get an increase in your credit line and get it built up to a level that you feel comfortable with, and you won't need the 30% rule, okay? Your 30% will become an emergency, just if you actually ever needed to go that deep into your line of credit use. So if you thought this was helpful, check out some of the other videos we got, and also subscribe to the channel, because it's gonna be a lot more bowls on the table coming soon. Thank y'all for watching. Have a peaceful, positive, and productive day. Chef Erol Pearl. Peace.